Good morning, YouTube. We're here at the flea market again. We took a week off and now we are back. Just to let you guys know, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we picked up over the last 2 weeks. This is just a little bit of it. So I thought I'd show you guys this morning what we have. And here we go. So we ended up getting a Super NES, pretty good condition. All we have is there's a little sticker on it. Not too bad, it's really cleaned up. Ended up finding this at one of my local stores. It's the Retron Duo. It plays the Super NES and NES games. Pretty good. The only thing, it's got like one scratch on the box. I don't know why they were selling it for so cheap. And then here's some of the games that we ended up getting with the Super NES. That Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. Ended up getting a Mario's Time Machine. Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario Land. Yeah, there's the other Super Mario or Donkey Kong Country 3, 2, and 1. And here's a few of the Xbox games that we end up picking up for really cheap. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. And apparently the guy wasn't paying attention to what he had. But quite a few really nice ones. This one in particular, very nice. It's from Atlas, a very good RPG, very underrated. Here we go. The Devil May Cry 4. This one I've never heard of, but it actually looks very interesting. It's the outfit. Then here we go, PS1. I actually have a sealed copy. We found a Treasure Planet, got it for $1. So not too bad. Here's some of the ones I ended up finding myself. Found a Dot Hack Infection, which is the first part of the Dot Hack series, mint condition, the complete. Found Hunter the Reckoning Wayward, which is the second copy, really nice, complete in box. NFL Blitz 2003, really good game. A couple of GameCube games I found at the same store that I got the Retro Duo at. They were pretty cheap, really nice GameCube games. Then we have some more PS3 games. Genji, Dead Rising 2, not a bad game. Got a couple of copies of Soul Calibur 4 for really good. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, complete in box. Regular Fallout 3. And just a few other sort of random games that we end up picking up. So not too bad. Here is a couple of PSP games that we found for the Best Buy sale. One random NES game that I brought, I actually got a better copy of. And some PS1 games, sadly not complete, just the regular disc. And some Dreamcast games. And random DS game that is Japanese import, don't know what it even says. Some brand new PS3 games sealed, PS2, and a couple of Wii games, and then one more GameCube game. And then PC. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll bring another video. Hopefully I'll get this uploaded here shortly, and we'll see you later. Back again, YouTubers. I was going to show you some of my pickups for the day. I ended up getting some actual arcade machine signs, really awesome. Got this one here in front of me right now. It's the Championship Edition of Street Fighter II Turbo. This is actually a sign that has not been used. I just now actually pulled off the brown paper that they put on it to make sure that you didn't get scratched. Pretty nice find. Let me pull up the next one. One of my favorite games I used to play back in the day in the arcade. Original Golden Axe 1. Very nice. Only issue with this one was a little bit of a chip right there. But past that, it is a pretty fair condition for how old it is. Okay, and then the third and final one I picked up was Dig Dug, and it's actually the glass one. This was another game I played a bit of. Wasn't too bad. And this actually came from the same place. Let me pull this other one out so I can show you. This was another one I actually picked up. Original Donkey Kong. I got it from our booth mate, if you will. He runs a booth at the same place that we do at the Limestone Flea Market. He actually had quite a few of these. He actually had a fifth one, and I'm actually kicking myself I didn't buy it because I got it mixed up with another game. And apparently when it finally dawned on me what it was, I'm like, crap, I actually should have bought that. It was actually Bust a Move, the original from the Neo Geo cabinet. But all the first three, the three I have here, I actually ended up getting a very good deal. I actually paid for all three of those. I paid $35. And then this one over here, the Donkey Kong one, I actually paid $15 if I remember right. And it was absolutely mint condition, except for that one sticker there, which is where it's from, indicator. A bit of a pain, but past that, it is mint. I'm actually going to try to do what I did with my original ones that I used to have back in the day. And actually try to frame them up sort of like Chargeback Forward he had a couple hanging up on his top ceiling, or sort of like the light box edition where it actually has a light behind it. So I actually want to get some money and want to try to attempt to do that with these four. I think it'll look pretty cool, but I just thought I would show that. That's my pickups for the Saturday event. And I actually did get a couple of games. Sadly, I forgot them in the car. Not really dressed to run outside, so I'll show them tomorrow for my pickups video. Well, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello YouTube. Okay, so for our end result for both Saturday and Sunday, we ended up making about $630 after everything was said and done. It was a very good weekend. We ended up selling, sadly, our Earthbound boxed. Guy came in and paid $450 for it. So sadly, for those that were asking about it, it is now gone. Sadly, I too wanted it and wasn't able to pick it up. But I was going to tell you about that, and then I'm going to show you some of my pickups for the weekend. Most of it, had a few that I picked up during the week from just sort of going around. Sadly, could not take the camera because some of the people were a little, not liking the camera being out, so I wasn't able to record it. But here's some of the ones I ended up picking up. So here we go. Okay, so I ended up picking up ATV Off-Road 3 Fury. Paid $1 for it. Sadly, it's missing the manual. Ended up picking up for GameCube the Super Smash Bros. Melee. Also missing the manual, but it was actually pretty dirt cheap. Ended up paying, I think, $10 for it, so that is a real good deal. Picked this up for a friend of mine, Chibi Robo, for the GameCube. Paid $14 for it. He wanted a copy of it, so I ended up taking that to him later on. Picked up Zatch Bell. Been on an anime kick here lately, picking up most of the anime titles. Paid $5 for it. Sadly, also missing the manual. Seems to be a sort of a dry spell on manuals here lately. Ended up getting a twofer on this one. Yes, the twofer. I went to buy the Star Wars Battlefront 2. Ended up, whoever traded it in had that one, Battlefront 1 was underneath Battlefront 2. So they ended up giving it to me for free from Replay. So that was a real good deal. And then for those that don't know, one of Scott's subscribers actually posted a thing about Best Buy doing a special deal for PlayStation 2 and PSP. They had them for 99 cents. Sadly, it was a con. They had some, but literally they posted online that they had almost 2,000 of each. Literally, they didn't have any of them. I actually went to the website, tried to order about 150 games. Sadly, they were all cannot be shipped because they did not have them, even though they said they did. So that turned out to be a con. When I actually went into some of the stores, they had a few. This is one of them. I got Tekken the Dark Resurrection. I got that for 99 cents. And I actually got a couple others I'll show here in just a second. But literally we went in, and this is what they had. They had 2 games. And then they had about 20 copies of Hannah Montana, the movie, I think. And then High School Musical 3. I'm like, okay, those aren't worth 99 cents. I'm sorry. And then they have this, I would actually call it a con. They say that pretty much the games that they have are resealed, and they're like, no, no, they're not resealed. Those are brand new games. Okay, I worked for Babbage's for almost 2 years. I know what a resealed game is. I know how to feel and tell what a factory seal is. Those aren't factory sealed. Okay, so that was a con. And they actually had really good games. They're like, oh, these are brand new, so you have to pay the full price on them. They weren't, not by any means. So that was a load of crap. But here's the rest of them. Sorry. Okay, so I got Bubsy 2. It's complete in box. I actually paid $5 for it. Our friends at Retro Gamer in the Huntsville Mall actually ended up getting us a very good deal. See, at GameStop, I found this one for $2. It was actually their last copy. It's the 30 half-minute hero, which it's been getting really good reviews. I have not tried it out yet. I've just been very busy. But apparently it was very good price because it's brand new, and it's from Xseed, which apparently I've been on Xseed kick here lately. I've been picking up a ton of their games because, for those that don't know, they sell it very quickly and then the price shoots up dramatically. So definitely had to pick up that. Okay, then this is not a game, but I found this and it was funny because it brought back some childhood memories. For those that don't remember this cartoon, Pro Stars, best cartoon show ever. And it was literally starring Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. It makes me laugh. It's pretty much them as heroes. And pretty much they had this lady that they called, I think, Mom, if I remember right, the character. And literally she would make gadgets for them. And it just made me laugh because they pretty much they fought like other like super villains. Here's one of them on the back. Here's like two of them if I can get it to focus. And those were like two of the main bad guys. And it so reminds me of Captain Planet. There was another one. It was one of the sort of dragon creatures that they ended up fighting. But it always made me laugh because she would make like special inventions for them to use against them. But that was funny. Another pickup from Replay for the DS. I had never heard of this, but it ended up being like $6. So I was like, it's orcs and elves. I thought at first it was orcs versus elves, but it seems like an interesting sort of, strat game. So I'll give it a chance. It actually came with a special wand, like stylus. So it was pretty funny. But this was the best deal ever. And here's the story on this one. Okay, so this is Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. One of the newer games for Professor Layton. Sorry. Ended up, this was a brand new sealed game. They had it at the Best Buy up here in Huntsville. And I had to stop for a bit to pick up another game. And I went in, and they were some of the yellow tag ones, which they're having to sell as 50% off the actual thing. Well, it was originally marked $19.99. Well, I get up there to pay for some of my other games. End up, it was actually $11.50, and then 50% off of that. So it ended up being, with tax and all, $5.75. So I bought that, and then for the booth, we actually went back and got the last 3 copies. And I had actually told them, hey, you guys marked this wrong. Didn't fix it. Their mistake, our profit. Whatever. See, another GameCube game, because I've been trying to collect a lot more GameCube games. It is Evolution Snowboarding. Just a random game. I paid $1 for it. And the only thing is, the case is a little rough, but it was complete in box. Then some more things that were given to me for cheap from our friends at the Retro Gamer from the mall. Was I got only thing missing is the manual, is Golden Sun The Lost Age. It's a very nice mint condition box. And then I've also been on a kick lately for some of the old Game Boy games. I found Captain America and the Avengers, which is pretty much a port from the NES version. Real nice. I paid $6 for it. And then ended up, one of my favorite games was Lunar Legend, pretty much the Lunar Star Story. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I ended up picking this up for $10. He actually marked it down for me. So that was some really good pickups for me. I guess here we go. The sort of last sort of tidbit. We actually had an issue at the booth up in Limestone, at the Limestone Flea Market. We actually had some people brought back an NES, said that it was damaged, that it wasn't working. But halfway through the story, she changed it to, hey, I didn't really want it. My husband bought it and I told him not to do it. But then she went back to the story, oh, it's broken. So after she had left, I ended up, I don't believe her. So I test the system out, works perfectly fine. So I ended up finding out that one of our lovely friends back in the corner, call him Gabby or Gabriel or whatever, he had actually shortchanged us and had actually told the lady, her husband, and I'm guessing her son, I'm not sure, telling him that he would cut him a better deal, and actually cut us by about $5. So they ended up buying a NES from him and a whole bunch of stuff. Well, what ended up happening was, this is a big no-no from the people that own and run Limestone Flea Market, is you don't interfere in other booth people's business. So it ended up getting reported. This is now his third offense against just us, not including other people. He's actually had a few other things I'm not going to get into, but this was pretty much the last straw. So the good news is, here shortly he will not be interfering with us anymore. So hopefully business will pick up even more for us and the other booth that we're actually supporting, which is Matt's booth. Maybe one day I'll be able to show you him. I'll actually ask him and see. I'm not sure if he wants to be on camera or not. But there's quite a few people there that don't. That's the reason I don't pull out the camera very much at the booth. But hopefully, this will help both of our businesses, because it seemed today the business really picked up. Like I said, we made almost $650, which that was very good. Of course, a good chunk of that was from the Earthbound. Like I said, $450. So I thought I'd update you guys. This was for Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully I'll have this uploaded before tomorrow. It depends on YouTube. It's been a little bit of a pain here lately with the 1080p upload. Seems to be really bad, but hopefully it'll work. Well, see you guys later.